Hey guys, how are you all doing today? From my time check, it's exactly 12:04. That's 4 minutes after 12. And today's date is 17th December 2023. So we'll be looking at the general market outlook. This is an episode where we'll look at the general outlook of the market structure. We'll consider some things. We'll look at some pairs, look at GBP USD, Gold USD, and of course BTC, so that it will guide us as to what to expect in the coming week. Okay, so let's hit the chat. And before we do that, please, if you're new to this channel, I encourage you to kindly subscribe. And also, if the video interests you, if you find the video educating, kindly give us a like. Also share it to your friends, invite other of your friends to our community channel, our YouTube channel. And also, if you're looking for a community of traders where you get to learn insights, where you get to learn everything that has to do with forex trading, and even crypto as well, I invite you to our Telegram community of traders where we share daily market insight, daily market outlook, and the link to this Telegram community will be at the description section of the video. All right, so if you've done that, let's go to the chart. So the first pair we'll be looking at is GBP USD. That's the first pair we'll be considering today. We'll be looking at GBP USD, and then you can see what has happened here. We are on the daily time frame. We're on the daily chart. You can see what has been happening. That all after we got this happened. I think this happened within the week, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, after we got this drop to this very place, GBP USD actually broke out, coupled with the fact that the CPI news favored it and was against DXY, was against CSD. So it kind of gave it the boost it needed to shoot up. So right now, look at what is happening. GBP USD has come to test this zone. It has come to test this shaded zone. Unfortunately, it couldn't close above it. Instead, it got rejected. So this new week we are entering, I'm expecting that GBP USD will keep on dropping. I'm expecting a drop, probably come back to retest this zone of 1.250. That's a probability, I still have on the equation. That's the probability I have on the equation. Okay, so let's also look at lower time frame. Look at the 4-hour to get a more clearer look. Look at it as well. Same thing. We had this shaded zone that the SY came to, but then couldn't quite stay above it. Instead, it got rejected, and this GBP is actually, okay? So it got pushed down, and right now it's coming down. So I'm expecting a retest to this very zone. I'm expecting a retest to this very zone. Actually, I think GBP USD wasn't supposed to keep going up as it did here. I expected it to equally drop, but then the news that came out actually accelerated it, kind of favored it, and it gave it the boost it needed to keep on shooting up. So right now, I expect it to keep on dropping until it comes to retest this shaded zone of 1.25. That's pretty much in the equation. I'm not really taking that out. So right from going into the new week, I'm looking at opportunities to short. I'm looking at opportunity to short the SY. Okay, so let's consider also DXY, which is US dollar index, because to a large extent it helps to foretell what is going to happen. It helps to foretell what is going to happen. Now, looking at DXY, you can notice something. I was thinking that as DXY had dropped this very zone, I was thinking that it would keep on dropping, but instead it didn't. It didn't drop. So I think it has exhausted. I think the drop of GXY has exhausted right now. Coming into the new week, I expect that DSY will keep on going up. I expect that the DSY will keep on going up. Even when you look at it closely, you discover that there is actually a space that was created somewhere around here, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around here. I think that will be clearer when you look at the lower time frame. So right now, I'm expecting that since the SY wasn't able to drop to this zone, wasn't able to drop to this lower region. So right now, I think it should be a buy. Yeah, the SY will be buying this coming week, and the buy will get back to this place. It will get back to 103.951. That's what I'm expecting the SY to get to this new week. That's what I'm expecting the SY to get to into this new week. Let's also look at the lower time frame for a clearer picture. I think the zone I'm expecting, I think if we should change these settings to dark, I think it will get to see it clearer. Let me change the settings to dark. So we'll see that. Hope it doesn't equally blow your own, your own view. Okay, so look at the space I'm talking about. There is a gap here. There is a gap that the XY left around 106, and so far it hasn't come back to retest it. So the gap is still there. So that's why I'm expecting that this new week, which is also the week that we herald the eulethite season proper, I'm expecting that the SY will take some, it will take some push up. It will take some push up. Maybe not come back to retest 106.6, but then I'm expecting that to a large extent, this current move now. So when you look at this, you discover something. Let me use 1 hour time frame. You discover something. Yeah. So eventually the SY was able to close above this very resistance that has held it down, that had held it down earlier. It was able to close above it. So right now, as long as this support level is being respected, I expect that this move will continue and make something like this. Let me get the path. Okay, I'm expecting that a move like this would continue from here, probably drop and keep on going, keep going up. I'm expecting something of that nature to happen. Okay, I'm expecting that to happen this new week, but then nothing is cast in stone. Yes, so as long as this support level is respected, as long as the support level gets respected, this is support level, I mean, this very support level, as long as it gets respected, I think everything is okay. So this is the support level we should be looking at. Let me also bring it lower to 15 minutes time frame. So as long as this support level is respected, this very support level now, all is well, all is okay. I think everything is safe as long as this support level is being respected. So I expect that this move would continue until it comes back to retest the 103 region I talked about, this very zone where it broke down from. So I expect that this move would continue to retest it. So whenever it retests it, we will now know if you close this above it, that means buy would continue. And of course, you know that the XY pair, the DSY itself has an inverse relationship with all most of the USD pairs, especially those other pairs of USD. Okay, so pairs like GBP USD, odd USD, NZD USD, and the rest of them, they have an inverse relationship with the SY. If the SY is going up, it means that those ones will start going down. So this thing is also part of the reasons why I'm of the opinion that pairs like GBP USD would drop. It's part of the reasons why I'm of that opinion. So looking at the 15-minute time frame of that same GBP USD, you can see what is actually happening now. You can see what is happening. So this would keep on dropping until it comes back to retest this very shaded zone. So any moment from here, I think any seller should be very careful. Any moment from here, seller should be very careful. Okay, so that will lead us into the next pair we'll be looking at today, which is gold. Okay, we'll look at gold. What is gold telling us? Okay, you can see something. Gold did some magic the past week, coupled with the CPI news that came out. So it kind of pushed it over to as high as gold went as high as I think 2044 or thereabouts. I wasn't expecting such a thing. 2048, what am I saying? 2048 or thereabouts. I wasn't expecting that heavy push, but then you can never predict markets. It always does what it wants to do. It can never tell you what you want it to do. Instead, you just have to, align yourself to the whatever movement that the market is making. So that was part of the reasons why I actually stayed out. I stayed out of gold majority of the week, especially when the news came. I think the news came out around Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Thursday, I guess, or Wednesday night or thereabouts. I'm not quite. I think it should be Thursday. The news came out no, not Thursday. It should be Wednesday or thereabouts. Wednesday night. That was when the news came out. So I actually stayed out. I wasn't seeing any trade. The news came out here. It was around here. Yeah, I can remember very well, around 8 p.m. West African time. So it kind of pushed it up, and till the next day continued to go up until it reached this exhaustion point, and then started going down. So this week I'm expecting that gold will continue to drop. I'm expecting a continuation. I'm expecting a continuation of drop in gold. So this is more like breakout, retest, continuation. That's the way I see it. So I'm expecting that this sell would continue this week. I'm expecting that the sell would continue the week. So let's also look at higher time frames. Let's look at 4 hour to see what is happening. So looking at the 4 hour, I think the picture is quite clear. it's quite clear what is actually happening. So from this, we shouldn't rule out the possibility of gold coming down to the place where it broke out, coming down to 1980 region. The possibility is still there. It's pretty much there. So we shouldn't really rule it out. And I think this week that we head out the Eulethite season, it's usually negative for most of the USD pairs. Okay, especially those ones that have USD as their quotes currency. Those pairs that have USD as their quotes currency is usually negative for them. So I'm expecting a sell on gold. I'm expecting a sell even as low as 1980. That's pretty much possible. So the final pair we'll be looking at is BTC USDT, which is actually one of the things that everybody is looking out for. Is the charts that pair that everybody is looking out for. So this is quite clear. It's very simple. It's very simple. We got this breakout here, and look at what is happening here. This is for making a series of that's lower highs. But then anything can always happen. Coupled with the fact that today is Sunday, so we can't just make any decision now because the weekly candle hasn't opened. Anyway, what I'm just watching is to see what happens between here and here. So looking at this closely, you see that we have resistance and then we have a support. So I'm trying to see what happens. Will this resistance be broken? This is the resistance. I mean, will this resistance be broken? If the resistance gets broken, so we wouldn't be missing words if we should say we are expecting BTC to get back to this 40, even 50, 48, 50K region. So, but then if it doesn't hold and the support also fails as well, so we should be expecting BTC to come back to this from 40 to 39K region. So let's look at the daily chart to get a clearer picture of what I'm talking about. Look at it here. You can see that this is exhaustion. This is showing signs of exhaustion. Lower highs. This should be lower highs into support. So but when you look at this clearly, you notice something. You see that there is this support line here. There is support here. This is the line, I mean, this support line here. You notice something. So all the while, BTC has always respected. So there's a possibility that if this very support here doesn't hold, we might see BTC come down to 38K. I'm not making that up. You can see it clearly from the chart. And look at where these breakouts happened. Look at where these breakouts happened. Look at where the breakouts happened. And so far, BTC hasn't come down to retest this zone of breakout. So it's possible that this exhaustion could lead it down to this 38K region. But then we can't just say for certainty. We need to see what happens here. Would this resistance be broken? If it gets broken, so let's expect BTC around 48K 50 region. But then if the support fails to hold and it gets broken, we should expect BTC down to this very support line that has always held it. Okay, so these are just the few pairs I want us to look at. Okay, let's also look at another pair. That's CAD USD. Let's look at CAD USD. USD CAD, I meant. Let's look at USD CAD. And you can see something here. I expect a buy. I'm expecting a buy from CAD USD. And the reason is very simple. Let's look at the weekly chart of CAD USD. Looking at the weekly chart. Okay, what is obvious to you can see something that we have this very line here, this very zone here, that this thing ought to have come to retest to make it a triple top. We had a double top here that pushed it down, came to support, tested the support head, and is pushing it up. So I'm expecting that from here, we could, this coming week, we should expect that CAD, let me remove this. We'd expect USD CAD, I mean, to buy. There should be a buy this coming week. I'm expecting a buy in USD CAD. So let's look at the lower time frame. I believe this is clear enough. You can see the reason. Everything is just as clean as possible. That these zones that have been respected, this current zone that has been respected 2 times, that CAD has come to retest twice. I'm expecting that this current move now should push it up there. Although within the week, you can see what happened, that CAD actually moved in the negative. It moved in the negative. That's because USD CAD moves in the same direction as DXY. So if DXY is coming down, CAD itself will be coming down. If the DXY is going up, CAD itself will be, USD CAD itself would definitely be going up. So all those pairs that have, all the pairs that have USD as their base currency, those ones, they move in the same direction as DXY. So if you're able to understand this very thing to a whole lot of, to a whole extent, it will help you in your trading decision, knowing that all pairs that have USD as their base currency, they move in the same direction as the SY. And those pairs that have USD as their host currency, they move in opposite direction as DXY. So this new week, like I said, I'm expecting that this would get rejected. Yes, I'm expecting that this is a fake out, because when you look at it, you see that it's getting rejected. So I'm expecting that to keep pushing down, to keep pushing back up until you retest it and starts going up. So these are the things, these are the pairs. I'm looking at this, gold, GBP USD, USD card, and then finally the XY and BTC, of course. So yeah, so guys, these are just a few things I wanted us to look at today as in preparation into the new week. So please, if you like this content, kindly give us a like, share it, comment, ask your question. Maybe there's a pair you want us to look at, you could just put it on the comment section, and then we'll do a general analysis on that. Okay, so I will talk to you guys soon. Hands ahead, salute.